A data release forced out by Scottish Labour shows Ms Sturgeon lived a life of royalty during her stint as Scotland's leader. A large-scale data release by the Scottish Government has revealed that Nicola Sturgeon spent thousands of pounds of taxpayer cash on VIP travel during her time as First Minister. The transactions also show published money was spent on buying copies of her own speeches, as well as payments to cover yoga classes and an AIDS driving theory test. Ms Sturgeon spent nearly £10,000 between 2019 and last year on travel upgrades. She often used a company called Ace Handling, which boasts, "We serve you like royalty." It operates from major UK airports, including Glasgow and Edinburgh, and offers services such as taking clients curbside from their car, then whisked through check-in, security procedures, to the VIP lounge, and then to the awaiting flight. One visit alone saw £1,605.07 spent by the Scottish Government for Ms Sturgeon at Dublin Airport in October 2021, on her way to Reykjavik, Iceland, to deliver a speech at the Arctic Circle Assembly. A further £1,271.21 was spent on the Amsterdam Schiphol VIP service during a trip to Brussels in 2020, as well as nearly £1,000 on the same service during a trip to Germany in 2019. The airport says their VIP service is the most exclusive way to travel through Schiphol. While the Scottish Government publishes information on purchases of more than £500, the full data was only forced out of them by Labour. Public cash was also spent on a luxury £4,000 stay at the five-star Gleneagles Hotel in Perthshire. Other spending went on yoga classes, nail polish, Edinburgh Festival tickets, a £27 home disco from eBay, and a government-branded T-shirt for a bee inspector. While Ms Sturgeon was preparing for a fruitless attempt to try securing a second independence referendum in the Supreme Court, her civil servants spent £4.19 for a copy of its own 2014 Independence Manifesto, which is freely available online. Among a £55,000 spent by the Scottish Government's Library Division was 6 copies of Women Hold Up Half the Sky, a compendium of speech delivered by Nicola Sturgeon. Civil servants also bought 22 copies of a book called How to Run a Government, so that citizens benefit and taxpayers don't go crazy. The book says it offers solutions to politicians who struggle to honour their promises and officials who find it near impossible to translate ideas into action. Scottish journalist Paul Hutchin joked, "Ministers could have borrowed these books had their cuts not led to so many library closures." A total of £272 was spent on Wellington boots for inspections, and £41.35 was spent on 2 pregnancy kits and 5 Venturi masks. The Scottish Government said they can't comment on Ms Sturgeon's travel arrangements for security arrangements. But defending the spending, they said, "The Scottish Government is committed to delivering the best value for money for taxpayers and proactively publishes information about spending to improve openness and transparency." Spending through electronic purchasing cards is used to support government officials during their usual course of work, such as on training, catering, room hire and one-off supplies. The cards are not for personal expenditure and there are robust authorization and regular auditing arrangements are in place to monitor their use.